The elements of the statute in Florida talk about that they have to believe that a crime that was either about to occur or impending that would result in harm to the perpetrator, to the actor, in this case Mr. Zimmerman. And the elements of that harm aren't carefully spelled out. It talks about a forcible felony, which isn't really detailed in the statute. Forcible felonies generally would include armed robbery, aggravated assault, theft by force, which would be a robbery, rape, murder, manslaughter, and something like that category of violent crimes. And the statute is kind of, I wouldn't say inchoate, but vague with respect to what constitutes the nature of impending. And the actor has to believe that he is in harm's way. And the criteria is not an objective criteria, but a subjective one. The actor has to reasonably believe that he's in harm's way. Now, the one thing the jury could find that might be actionable would be if Mr. Zimmerman actually provoked the crime. Then there's some gray area where a jury could claim that there was some wrongdoing on his part. I think this is exactly the concern of prosecutors across the state of Florida and many of the other states that have these laws. Prosecutor in Florida, and all of the prosecutors in Florida, are talking about the fact that people are getting into bar fights and claiming that they're acting in self-defense under the terms of the law, that there are traffic disputes where tempers flare and fists are thrown, and people are claiming that they acted in self-defense and under the terms of the law. And in some cases, they're taking out their guns and either pointing them or shooting them. And this is exactly the expansiveness of the law, the lack of circumstances in which the law applies, the lack of the broad set of circumstances in which the law applies. All of these are problematic for prosecutors, and to some degree, police chiefs who basically wind up in a he said, she said situation, not unlike this one, and they have to make some assessment of the credibility of the witnesses and the evidence on both sides.